How to Stop Being a Victim of Your Own Expectations by Devansh Agarwal. Have you ever come to the conclusion that the crux of your problems may sometimes be because of your own monumental expectations from people or situations? And then let's say you did some kind of introspection and even found out that the foundation of the problems are your own expectations and decided that now you will stop having any kind of expectations. But the whole enthusiasm and the insight doesn't last very long, and as a result, you become utterly restless and irritated. You come to this realization that your expectations are your own worst enemies, but at the same time, you can't help it at all. Does the predicament seem familiar? If yes, then by all means, continue ahead. If no, then what the hell are you doing here? Go make yourself so useful somewhere else. Having no expectations is a pretty big expectation in itself. Alright now, so let me give it to you straight. There is nobody, and I literally mean nobody, on the face of the earth who doesn't have expectations. From a beggar living in a filthy street to Jeff Bezos, they all do have some kind of expectations. Now, when does it become a problem? You must have heard that you should detach yourself from everything and yada yada yada, but we didn't clearly understand it. It doesn't mean that your expectations will come to an end. It never will. The problem arises when we say that we shouldn't have any kind of expectations whatsoever. This initiates a fight within ourselves that is almost next to impossible to win. As long as you're alive, you're bound to have some kind of expectation. You will have the expectation that people you're in a relationship with show you some respect. Isn't this an important expectation to have? Isn't it normal to expect your partner to stay loyal to you? If you don't like smoking, then isn't it usual to expect your partner to not smoke right in front of your face? How can you forego such basic, genuine expectations? Even if you want to? Well, don't, because then you would lose your own identity. So, the wise thing to do will be to accept reality and forget about expecting to not expect anything. Then you have some chances of being at peace from within. Sure, there will be problems in your path, so even expecting that you won't have any problems is just like expecting that your body remains free of any and every kind of disease. It's not practical. If you have a body, it is bound to be at dis-ease from time to time. Always remember, the darker the night gets, the brighter the star appears. Oh, I got one more thing to explain this. It takes both sunshine and rain to form a rainbow. My 8th grade teacher told me this, and it got engraved in my mind ever since. Understand the game of universe. The problem is, we don't understand this game. The universe has got its own rules and doesn't give a rat's ass to what you believe or expect. We gotta align our thinking according to the universe we're living in by understanding the reality and accepting it. The moment you accept that yes, I am a human and I have some expectations just like every other human being, then you are one battle up already. Now at least you won't be pissed off when you expect something as opposed to those who will get livid the minute they start expecting something when they think they shouldn't. The more you say, I shouldn't have expectations, the more expectations you will have, and the more irritated you will get. It's just like saying, I won't get thirsty, but ultimately you will succumb to it and then curse yourself as to why I got thirsty. It's natural, let it go. Even the irony is, the minute you accept this fully, your expectations automatically go down and you will find yourself in harmony. The right kind of expectations. Now, there is a flip side to this, just like every coin has a head and a tail. Your expectations need to be realistic. If your partner is a chain smoker for 15 long years, then it's stupid to expect that he or she will stop smoking in a jiffy. This is called living in La La Land. Expectations based on illusions are bound to lead to conflict, stress, and suffering. The more realistic expectations in this situation will be to expect that your partner doesn't at least smoke around you or your kids. Now, let me ask you a question. If I ask you who's the smartest and the dumbest person in this world, what is the answer going to be? If we follow what the world is doing or preaching, then they will measure people by money, name, fame, etc. Oh, he has a Lamborghini and a private jet. He must be darn successful. But what about the fact that his wife just left him, or his kids don't talk to him, or the fact that his health is in ruins, the fact that he is miserable? If you ask me, for me, the intelligent person would be someone who is absolutely happy in life. Someone who knows how to expect the right thing at the right time and take the right actions. You guys tell me, would you rather be happy in your own eyes or be successful in other people's eyes? I'm not saying that you can't be successful and happy both at the same time. Sure, you can be, and you should definitely strive for it. But what good is success if it doesn't make you happy? What good is it if it makes you hollow and timid from the inside, but full and stronger from the outside? Do you have a reason to be happy right at this very moment? Oh, wait, not one. You literally have infinite reasons. Gratitude should be the attitude. You are alive for one, which is not a small thing, you see. Those who can really understand this are intelligent, and those who can't, well, pity. They will keep on running in a race, postponing their happiness to tomorrow. If you're reading this, then chances are you already are in the minority percentage of the population who is able to afford a roof over your head, have clothes to wear, and have 3 square meals a day. This might sound cliche, but look at those who don't have these basic facilities. We always tend to overlook everything we have and live in our own expectations bubble. I will become happy when I reach the $1 million mark and so on. Such people are going to have a hard time coping with their expectations because it will become a never ending loop of postponing your happiness to what you're expecting to happen tomorrow instead of what you are having today already. I pray that you guys, especially the younger sections, are filled with cheerfulness and amass a deep sense of satisfaction. Even if you're crying or are sad, then just at the surface level, but from inside, I wish you remain pure, happy, and in a state of never ending bliss. Pay attention to what you have today. We don't pay attention to what we have. We pay absolutely no importance to it and keep on running all our lives, fulfilling our never ending expectations of stuffing ourselves with materialistic possessions. It is absolutely possible that whatever you want to achieve so truly, madly, and deeply is actually garbage in front of what you have at the moment. So think about it. If you're not happy with the flowers you have in your garden today, then how in the world can you possibly be happy with the weeds you want so badly, misinterpreting them to be the real flowers? You just gotta realize the importance of what you have today in order to be actually happy. So if I ask you, what's the most important thing in your life today, then what will you say? For many, the go-to answer will be it's my career, family, money, relationships. I say these all are rubbish. The most important thing in your life today is to analyze what truly is the most important thing in your life. Let's say if you're thinking that the career is the most important thing, and let's say you achieved 10 times what you were aspiring to be, but you lost what's really precious today, your health. Now what? We don't understand things this way. We will only understand this when our health is out of our control. Just like you only know you loved her when you let her go. Think about it. even though you got 10 times of what you were looking for or what you expected will make you happy. But what you don't have, but you don't have that one little thing that you already had all this time, your precious little health. Will that success be of any use to you now? So what should be the most important thing? Ask yourselves. People generally realize this in their late 40s when their health starts responding back to the harsh and cruel manner they treated their health with. We never think about the consequences our health will have because of our careers, because we don't know what's really important to us in the first place. So, shouldn't the center point of all our major decisions in life be based on our health? The direct connection of health is happiness. It's like a prerequisite for a happy life, to put it simply. You will understand the importance of this statement when your health is torn apart. Just think about it. We can't put our best even during a minuscule fever. So, how can one expect to be happy if his health is not supporting him at all? And once your health is already in shed, then all you will have left will be a glowing career, assuming you focus at least there, which will be absolutely useless and a bucket full of regret and lament. But if you understand it right now and here only, and embed it deeply in your mind, then chances are that it will be in a much better condition. You will choose your decisions which will help you keep your health in check. Don't take your relationships for granted. The second most important thing in life, which even I sometimes take for granted, is relationships. We tend to ignore people who genuinely want to stay connected with us. Always looking at the negative side of any relationship is not going to make it any better. We find every possible way to somehow put the blame on our parents, spouses, friends, or society, but what we don't understand is the real importance of having them. We only understand their values once they're gone. So, this really is quite ironic that the people who should be the closest to us actually become close when they are really far apart. Nobody talks about such a thing because everyone's center point in their lives is their respective dear career, which in turn is related to money. They start their life with money and end with money. This really is a foolish way to live. Now, I'm not suggesting that you don't earn money. A lack of money is the golden ticket to Willy Wonka's misery factory. Now, what to do so that health remains at top priority always? In every moment of your life, be genuinely thankful for whatever you've got. Just plain, simple, real gratitude. It's this kind of prayer that keeps reverberating inside your head. Thank God for everything. And not just for show, but actually feeling blessed for everything and everything you've got. Then something magical starts happening to you in this game of life. And what most people do right now? They say, "Hey God, thank you for my health, but my parents keep on nagging me all the time, so do something about it." Well, that is plain bullshit. Your parents are not going to change their behavior with a snap of fingers, and you don't have to complain about it all the time. Instead, you need to look at the positivity and thank God for that. Thank God for my wonderful parents who always have my best interests in their minds and fulfill all my basic requirements of life. If you start looking at things like this, then you can truly start feeling surreal. This is real prayer, the real gratitude. If you understand the actual worth of this, then honestly, you will be the smartest person in this world. And if you don't understand this, then you are the dumbest person on this world. Why? Because if you're not thankful for what you've got today, doesn't matter how small or how big, then no matter what life gives you, you can never be truly happy. You will spend your entire life trying to fill that infinite void within you that will never end. Fall in love with the feeling of thankfulness in each and every moment of your life. You will start sensing that you've got more than you need and will have this abundant feeling all the time. Caress your body and be thankful for it. Be thankful for the health you have, the wealth you have amassed, and the relationships you have formed. Close your eyes, place your hand on your beating heart, and experience every breath you take, every smile you put on, all the love you receive, the challenges that make you grow, the hardships that make you worthy, and the 112 other things that are working in your favor without you even knowing them. Once you really embrace everything you've got at the moment, your expectations will automatically become realistic and you would no longer be a victim of it. Thank you very much.